Hello, people. Welcome to another edition of the Dashawns2cents. I'm here to CZW World Champion Biff Busick.
Sir, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Pre-BOLA, my first ever pre-BOLA interview.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I love it.
The rumor grapevine is you're a fan of my show. Is
Love
that
it.
true?
It's one of my favorite review shows on the web, so it's an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
So how'd you find the Dashawns2cents, if I may ask?
That's a good question, man. I mean, it's funny. We stumble upon things on the internet kind of crazy, and I don't know. I think I stumbled upon it through Twitter. I want to say, and I'm a big fan. I really enjoy your take on professional wrestling. So I definitely enjoy
Interesting take, people say. You follow on Twitter at hashtag, underscore Star Destroyer. Where's that coming from, man?
I'm a huge fan of Star Wars.
Okay, cool.
Love Star Wars since I was a kid, so it's kind of like a double meaning. I'm not much of a superstar. I don't have a tan, and I'm kind of hairy, and I don't shave my body and stuff. So I kind of consider myself an anti-superstar. At the same time, I love Star Wars. So if I could throw anything from my favorite movie into kind of my wrestling package, I do that. So
What's the wrestlers kind of take on the review shows? Like, everybody's doing them now, and like, when people reviewing wrestlers, what's the wrestlers take? Do they watch them and like, really care what the people on the internet say?
I mean, I think a lot of people, wrestlers, anybody, they care about what people are saying about them. So I mean, reviews are they're important not only for the wrestlers, but they're important for the fans too, to kind of get promotions, wrestlers, all that type of stuff out there, so people understand kind of what they're watching. So I mean, reviews are very important. They benefit everybody. So I mean, I know I appreciate it, and I'm sure a bunch of the fans appreciate it.
And there are a lot of good podcasts, Peter Ponderings, Wrestling Heads, a lot of good weekly wrestling. There are a lot of good podcasts. A lot of people listen to them. That's good for indie wrestling.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Last night you made your PWG debut, man. How was that? Were you a little nervous?
I'll tell you, man. Seeing footage of like past PWG shows, the crowd is unbelievable. And they definitely didn't disappoint. I mean, this crowd has so much energy. It's kind of like a magical place. So I mean, it was definitely. Nerves were definitely there, but it was definitely an honor to be here and wrestle in front of these people because they make us kind of go above and beyond. So it was definitely a very cool experience.
And then going against a big name opponent like a dream match against Roddy Ric Flair, guy's been here for so many years.
Absolutely. Roddy, I love Roddy. I love watching his work. Of course, I had a pretty big rivalry with his tag team partner, Eddie Edwards. So kind of getting in the ring with someone who's very similar to Eddie in style, it was a blast. And, I hope we can do it again. He kicked my ass pretty good last night, but hopefully get my rematch.
Yeah, talk about Beyond Wrestling with Denver, Colorado. What do you think about what he wrote on Facebook about you? Like, he's finally glad you got the PWG, like one of his guys.
Yeah, man. Drew has helped me out so much. I mean, before I started wrestling for Beyond, I kind of was just working the local indie scene and wasn't really getting out there. But with Beyond Wrestling, the formula that Drew has kind of concocted about having guys wrestle just for the other wrestlers, and filming it for YouTube. I mean, here at PWG, we're wrestling in front of 400 or 500 people. For Beyond Wrestling, at the studio tapings, we're wrestling in front of the 25 or so wrestlers that are there, but then the thousands of people that can see it on YouTube. So the exposure you get through Beyond Wrestling is second to none. So I mean, if it wasn't for Beyond Wrestling, I believe I wouldn't be here. So.
What do you think about the rise of Beyond Wrestling now at Busick and now Tomorrow's Bone, Battle of New England, stuff like that?
Absolutely.
And then your rivalry with Eddie Edwards last year, the Iron Man match, the tag match, those like solidified Beyond Wrestling, I think, as a place to be.
I think Beyond Wrestling is all about creating new stars, guys that kind of are really, really good but don't have that platform to kind of showcase their skills. So I think Beyond's number one mission is to kind of bring guys that the rest of the world aren't really familiar with and kind of introduce them to the rest of the independent wrestling world. And I mean, with me, it definitely helped. There's plenty of other young guys coming up. I mean, I know JT Dunn has gotten a bunch of press from
Juicy
Beyond.
Product.
Yeah, of course, Juicy Product. And there's plenty of guys I can list. And I'm sure over the next year or two, you're going to see a bunch of new guys come through Beyond and use that because it's such a great opportunity. Because I know for myself, wrestling through the indies and not having anybody know who I was, it was tough. But Beyond has made that. It's made it much easier to kind of get our names out there. So watch and see. There's going to be plenty more guys coming out of it.
One door it opened was CZW. How's been the rise champion? Rise from just being the enforcer in the front to being the main guy.
It's been awesome, man. I think CZW is one of the most unique companies, as in it gives you the ultimate variety. It has death matches, which if that's not your forte, we have very good high flyers. If you don't like high flyers, we have your technicians. CZW is the ultimate variety wrestling show. So I mean, honored to be kind of the figurehead of it right now as champion, as long as I can hold on to that belt. And I'm really excited to go over to Europe. We're doing World Triangle League October 2nd to the 3rd. I'm sorry, October 2nd to the 5th, and then we're going to England for a couple of days.
Southside Wrestling.
Yep,
That's
Southside
the
title.
matches look good. Aerial assault they're bringing in. All the guys. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I wanted to go to Europe since I was a little kid, and I'm really pumped. CZW is giving me the opportunity, so I'm really excited. Absolutely.
Awesome. Sorry, just drew a blank.
Hey, I do it all the time.
It's all unedited, so get time for plugs and everything. So plug your stuff, man. You got great Biff Rule shirts, which are awesome, man.
Please buy my shirts. The support is very appreciated. I think the man holding the camera bought a Biff Rule shirt. Appreciate it. You're the man.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I say just Google Biff Busick and then kind of look at my social media.
He follows people, you DM me, that's how we set up this, which is awesome. By the way,
social media has made everything so much easier. I think it's helped me out just as far as my pro wrestling career goes, but it makes things like this happen. My dream come true. I'm on Dashawns2cents, so thank you, social media. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I something I want to be on. It's like when I was interviewing Chris Dickinson, like you.
Oh yeah.
Did he just live up to the Chris Dickinson interview? I know he had his shirt off. He's doing the heel mode on the nice leather couch.
Big fan of the Dirty Daddy, and I was a big fan of that interview. So
thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Fan.
They can follow me on Twitter @Dashawns2cents. Follow him at _Star Destroyer, and you can do the outro, man.
Hey, appreciate it. See you later, Deshaun. I don't know. What else do you want me to say?
Peace.
Peace.